Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of crowd psychology with Gustave Le Bon's groundbreaking work, The Crowd: A Study of the Popular Mind, published in 1895. This book still holds incredible relevance over a century later, offering us a glimpse into the inner workings of collective behavior. Think about it. From Black Friday shopping sprees to political rallies, sporting events to social movements, we've all witnessed the transformative power of crowds. Le Bon's book helps us understand why people act differently in groups, why logic often takes a back seat, and how easily emotions can sweep through a large gathering like wildfire. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 6 key ideas from Le Bon's masterpiece that unlock the secrets of crowd psychology. Get ready for some serious aha moments as we unravel the mysteries of the human mind in its most collective form. Imagine this. You're walking down a busy street and suddenly a fire alarm blares. People start rushing out of buildings, fear etched on their faces. You might feel a surge of adrenaline, an instinct to follow the crowd even before you fully process what's happening. This, my friends, is the essence of Le Bon's first key idea, the psychological transformation that occurs when we become part of a crowd. According to Le Bon, individuals in a crowd essentially surrender their individuality, melting into a single entity with a collective mind. This collective mind isn't some mystical force, it's the result of our deeply ingrained social instincts taking over. As individuals, we are generally rational, responsible beings, but in a crowd we become more susceptible to suggestion, more prone to emotional outbursts, and less concerned with personal consequences. Think of it like this, a single drop of water is still water, but when combined with countless others, it becomes a powerful wave capable of eroding even the strongest structures. Similarly, individuals in a crowd lose their sense of personal responsibility, becoming swept away by the collective current. This is where things get interesting and often a little unpredictable. Have you ever noticed how easily a rumor can spread through a crowd? Or how a single chant can ignite a stadium of thousands? That, my friends, is the power of suggestion at work. Le Bon argued that crowds are incredibly suggestible, far more so than individuals acting alone. Think about it. When we're surrounded by others who share our emotions, our critical thinking abilities tend to diminish. We're more likely to accept information without questioning it, especially if it aligns with the prevailing sentiment of the group. This makes crowds particularly vulnerable to manipulation, especially by charismatic leaders who know how to tap into their emotions and desires. Le Bon believed that leaders who understand the power of suggestion can sway crowds with remarkable ease. These figures often rely on simple, emotionally charged language, bold promises, and repetition to bypass rational thought and appeal directly to the heart of the crowd. They tap into our primal instincts, our desire for belonging, our fear of the unknown, and our longing for security. You know that feeling when you're at a concert and the energy of the crowd is electric? Or that sense of unity you experience at a protest, surrounded by people who share your passion? That's emotional contagion in action, and it's one of the most powerful forces at play within a crowd. Le Bon compared the spread of emotions in a crowd to a contagious disease, spreading rapidly from person to person like wildfire. Just as a virus spreads through physical contact, emotions can spread through a crowd through shared expressions, gestures, and even unspoken energy. Think about a time when you were in a crowd and felt your own emotions intensify as those around you expressed similar feelings. Perhaps it was a moment of collective joy, grief, anger, or fear. Whatever the emotion, the experience likely left a lasting impression, highlighting the power of shared emotions to create a sense of unity and shared purpose. Let's face it, we've all done things in groups that we'd never dream of doing alone, whether it's singing at the top of our lungs at a concert, participating in a playful food fight, or even engaging in riskier behaviors. There's something about being in a crowd that can make us feel invincible, almost invisible. Le Bon recognized this phenomenon, arguing that anonymity is a key factor that contributes to the altered behavior of individuals in crowds. When we're surrounded by others, our sense of personal responsibility diminishes. We feel less accountable for our actions, as if we're just one face in a sea of faces. This sense of anonymity can have both positive and negative consequences. On the one hand, it can lead to acts of extraordinary altruism and courage, as people feel empowered to act on their beliefs without fear of individual repercussions. On the other hand, it can also fuel mob mentality, leading to violence, destruction, and a disregard for social norms. Throughout history, charismatic leaders have risen to power by understanding and exploiting the dynamics of crowd psychology. From Julius Caesar to Martin Luther King Jr., figures who could tap into the collective hopes, fears, and aspirations of the masses have shaped the course of civilizations. Le Bon believed that effective leaders possess an almost intuitive understanding of how to sway crowds. They are masters of persuasion, using emotional appeals, powerful imagery, and simple yet evocative language to connect with their audience on a visceral level. These leaders often emerge during times of uncertainty or unrest, offering simple solutions to complex problems, promising a return to glory or painting a vision of a brighter future. They understand the power of repetition, using slogans, chants, and symbols to reinforce their message and create a sense of unity among their followers. In the realm of crowds, logic and reason often take a back seat to emotion and impulse. Le Bon argued that crowds are not swayed by complex arguments or nuanced discussions. Instead, they respond to simple ideas, bold statements, and emotionally charged appeals. This decline in rational thought is partly due to the overwhelming nature of being in a large group. When we are surrounded by sensory overload, our brains struggle to process information effectively. We're more likely to rely on mental shortcuts, biases, and emotional responses rather than engaging in deep, critical thinking. Furthermore, crowds tend to favor black and white thinking, readily accepting simplistic explanations and rejecting anything that challenges their worldview. This creates fertile ground for the spread of misinformation, propaganda, and extremist ideologies, which often thrive on emotional appeals and simplistic narratives. So there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating and sometimes unsettling world of crowd psychology as explored by Gustave Le Bon. While some of his theories have been refined or challenged over the years, his insights into the collective mind remain incredibly relevant in today's world. Le Bon's work has influenced many fields, including political science, propaganda studies, and marketing. Understanding the principles of crowd psychology can help us navigate the complexities of social movements, political rallies, and even our own online interactions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And remember, the next time you find yourself in a crowd, take a moment to observe the dynamics at play. You might be surprised by what you discover.